Living permanently in Germany?
Yes, sir, for about half a year now.
And what do you think?
Oh man, it's so crazy, dude. Just so many of the basic things, and like I didn't even know how to live for like the first 3 months. I didn't even know how to deliver mail. Like, in the U.S., if you want to send a letter, you put it in your mailbox, and somebody picks it up and exchanges you, right? He gives you the letters you need, and he takes the ones you want. But in Germany, that's not how it works. They don't take your mail; they just come to deliver. They don't take at all, man. So for the first like month when I was trying to send out letters, my mailbox kept piling up, and I thought, this is weird, man. Like, why isn't anyone coming to take my mail? It's fucked up. So I was like loading it up, and after like 2 weeks, my mailbox was like full, and I was really confused, and I was gonna call the mail center and just like, what the fuck, man? Why no one come pick up my mail? And it turns out, they obviously don't deliver it. So it's just like all these small little differences that is so crazy. Just the way they kind of talk and living here. It's really nice, but at the same time, it's a real culture shock because Germans. It really is true that their sense of humor is so different than America.
Yeah. It definitely, there's definitely a difference. But I mean, overall, everybody that I know that's gone over there has been like, yo, this is the greatest place in the world. So I mean, it definitely, the beer is good.
The beer is cheap. It's cheaper to have beer than water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For some reason, that doesn't surprise me.
So now, like I said, as far as I know, like you're saying, this is kind of experimental right now. I don't know if you can tell us, but like, what is the overall perception right now? Are they happy with the results thus far?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They're not very happy. Not necessarily in the quality of the show, but just in terms of the support, like we kind of mentioned. Some of the other communities, which we kind of started doing stuff, they've been really supportive of it and getting behind it. And because Street Fighter's been kind of slow, they're really thinking about not bringing it back. Maybe after one more time and seeing what it goes back. Right now, we're still trying to make a case for it. That's why we send our guys to like SoCal regionals, or we want to send guys to like Evo or NorCal regionals, whatever this kind of do. We can try to get more promotion for it. But as it currently stands, I'm going to tell you that Street Fighter, as much as we want to do it, we love it, and trust me, like there's these guys, Street Fighter community, Street Fighter pros. They're the most fun guys we've had at the studio. Like all of our crew, who, they deal with all kinds of pros. By far, the Street Fighter guys are their favorite. They love having them inside. Everyone knows it. The studio feels alive when they're there. But at the same time, it just doesn't make too much sense because it costs about the same because we pay for the flights of the players. We take care of their hotel. And we obviously dish out prize money. We really make sure we take care of the players. And it's not like anyone's losing money by coming here unless they're like losing their daytime job, which a few of the players are. They have real-time job as well. So all of these costs kind of considered, as well as our manpower, Street Fighter doesn't really produce as much. And that's why it's really important that we always have these guys making a plea and saying, hey guys, please come support the show, because you might feel like your viewership doesn't matter, but it really does, for us proving to the suits and to the execs that this is definitely something worth continuing to invest in. And it's not something that's like, well, we're going to keep trying it until the end of this year and seeing how it goes. No, it could be as soon as the next time they come could be the last. We are planning one more for now, and we're really excited to bring some of these guys. We were waiting to see SoCal regional results, maybe invite a few of the guys who did really well there to come out, maybe like WoW, maybe like Snake Eyes, maybe like somebody else. We're trying to see if we can bring all kinds of people. Of course, we talked to Daigo and see if he's interested in coming. And down the road, he is very interested in coming. But we have to even get there. I think Daigo wanted to wait for Ultra and said, hey, he wants to come out for Fight Night for Ultra. We've been talking to his manager for a long time. But he's obviously wanting to come. And so it seems like everyone's really into it, but we want to help it get there in the first place and not just try to live off the numbers, but the numbers aren't.
Do you think that would change if, honestly, if you had basically just reached out, just like, game publishers all the time, they send out press releases to all the gaming destinations. If you basically pitch a thing and say, hey, show us some love on Sure You Can event hubs and stuff. And then, hell, I mean, even as the guys at like IGN and GameSpot, being everyone's actually trying to, and Kotaku and whatnot, just to showcase your stuff because, frankly, a lot of people don't actually know about ESGN.
It's a fair point, and we've been trying to. I mean, first of all, just trying to get the entire operation running is pretty taxing. We have all hands on deck already doing that. Capcom does help promote it. We see sites like Event Hubs trying to promote it, and Shoryuken. Like these guys are trying to, but it just feels like overall the discussions of it are pretty limited. I see a bunch of the pros even who aren't competing also getting involved. Justin Wong or Furby. All these guys are Ricky Ortiz. They're watching, and we really appreciate them just even starting discussions. I honestly don't know what to do. It could be the fact that there's just not a lot of people awake during the hours we aired as well. It is pretty brutal sometimes, especially for some people who work jobs and they can't just watch it in North America. And we know Street Fighter is much bigger in that region of the world than we air it in Europe. We're trying to find alternative ways and do our research appropriately. Sometimes it's just not fair to evaluate the viewership based off our broadcast time. But at the same time, it's we really want to do this project, and I can't emphasize that enough. And if you have any suggestions of how to continue to promote it, then let me know. I mean, promoting to other sites like Kotaku, IGN is a great start. I can let those guys know today.
I wouldn't go there.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there either. I have a question though, because I know you guys had a lot of success with Hearthstone. Do you think that there's anything different that you could do with Street Fighter that could maybe make it as good as Hearthstone was, that you guys did for Hearthstone?
They still doing it. They're still doing Hearthstone.
So you guys are still doing like the same stuff. It's just that Street Fighter isn't just pulling enough.
Yeah, pretty much. Because to them, the costs for Hearthstone are the same for about Street Fighter, and it's not that Street Fighter has to be the same as Hearthstone. We're not asking for that. We're just asking it to just pull it up, so that way, it can average out much better for them. Specifically with Hearthstone, it's a couple of different factors. The first is that there really isn't a premier destination for good production and high-level play yet, so people see us as like the only people doing it right now. Also, because Hearthstone, what we're doing is such a radically different concept than what people originally thought. We do a team game, and it's kind of like matching up. When you have like East versus West at
I watched all of them so far.
Yeah, I watched all the Hearthstone because I didn't have
too.
My real life problems when Hearthstone is going on.
So it's a really fun thing to do, and people don't really see that. Our big mandate with that is building the team franchise. So no matter who the team is bringing, you're kind of like, if it's like one or two new guys, you're like, okay, I like this team. These guys are really cool. They buy into the team concept, and you're big fans.
But they also came from other places, though. Most of those cats were already got follower bases.
Right,
I think there's a few teams from like StarCraft 2 that have moved over to Hearthstone. So those
guys
already have a follower.
You had big personalities like Crip, and you had Trump.
Yeah.
And other games. But do you think that there's any difference in promotion? Obviously there's a big difference, but in your opinion, what do you think that the Street Fighter guys that have already been there could do to help promote you?
You already know what they can do. It's the same thing everyone else does. They need to get people to watch. Long story short, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Yep, pretty much.
Our community is half-ass watching a show about us, and that's a problem.
That wasn't my point. That wasn't my point, Truf. My point was, how do you get them to get people to watch?
Well, the thing is, I feel like they have to. I think the players have to really embrace their own brand. Right. And few of those players, they just kind of like do their thing and they try to do fun. Whenever there's a camera, sure, they may talk and whatnot. But it's not really building them up, because part of the reason what makes some of these games so explosive is that these players stream a lot to their own audience. They always interact with them, try to do. A lot of people subscribe and give them monthly income basically, and they reward them with kind of subscriber games, that kind of stuff. And because their fans are so fanatic about what they're doing, if ESGN offers Hearthstone guys the spot, then obviously they're going to come over and just to see what's going up, and they see a good product, and then they stay not only because of the personalities. Because as you saw, Trump didn't even show up last time because, or Trump won't be showing up next time, but we're still going to be able to do cool stuff.
That's good.
I think, the players in Street Fighter, I would love for them to start embracing their own stardom, basically, and being able to, really step into the role of representing the community. But at the same time, that's where I feel like they don't have to change. They just have to turn around and acknowledge it.
Right, I agree with you, and I'm happy that you said that. That's what I thought you would say.
I mean, I see it as the powers that be see there's a big tug and pull in this community all the time for this imaginary power, and anybody that comes on the block that's like the new kid on the block, they kind of want to bully you into it getting accepted into the clique, but sometimes they don't accept you.
Right.
And I look at this show as something that can, without a doubt, help this scene in a very positive way and give it the exposure, not just in the States, but worldwide exposure. I know Dominion was tweeting today over in France, saying how the European Street Fighter players are not that far behind as if they were a while ago. He says they've caught up. But we don't know that because we don't get to see them. Alioune is the only guy that really in Europe that you really hear about.
Ryan. Him and Ryan mostly.
Well, yeah,
him and Ryan mostly.
That's it.
And that's it.
About it, yo.
There isn't only
two.
There isn't two Street Fighter players in the whole continent of Europe.
But I will give Ryan this though. Ryan was promoting ESGN Fight Night, and he continues to do so. I gotta admit, and he does it pretty strongly. I mean, he makes it a rule like every day to go, hey guys, check this out, tune in, check it out. We got this going on. So he's doing what I guess Dan and the ESGN people want to do. But now let's get to the real questions then. All right, you got this problem here. You guys might not see a season 3. You got this gentleman here asking you, oh my God, what can we do? Damn all that. It's obvious that you're dealing with two really bad things here. Well, the American scene that you got, the American scene, which is me, and then you got signed players who might not be able to promote due to contractual obligations. Sometimes infiltrations people might say, hey man, no, don't promote the show. So you got some really hard, you guys got some really hard, say, hurdles to cross before ESGN can really be, I guess, blown up. That's the way we say it, blow it up or whatever. But for say Hearthstone, StarCraft, and stuff like that, those brands already bring in numbers without them even having to say anything. With ESGN looking now like the second season is going to be it, what direction are you trying to go to now, knowing that you guys are pretty much in the red when it comes to viewer things? What is ESGN doing? Who are they reaching out to? Since the players that you guys, kind of hinted at to blow it up, didn't do it. What are you guys doing to rectify that? Because it looks like you're about to just lay down and die.
Well, we ain't going down with the fight.
I hope not.
We are, man. We trust me. The battles happen every day. The struggle is real, man. Even in Germany, not just in the U.S.
Okay.
So what we do is we reach out to a bunch of sites. We ask Capcom to help promote. We talk to the players, and we really want the players to promote as well. All of our guys try to talk as much as we can to help people just get the word out. We have interviews with magazines and sites like Wired or different. Just big journalism sites overall, but at the same time, you have to realize that Street Fighter isn't the only project that we're working on, and as much as it does help to really focus on it specifically, there's all kinds of stuff that's going on at the same time. Even more so than Street Fighter, there's a news show we put on every single day covering stuff around the industry, and that show doesn't get enough promotion as well. And so we're trying to work on ways we can do it. We put out commercials. We dress these guys up as kings and put them on the throne and tell us to give us their best line.
That's
you
funny.
guys did that to K-Brad.
Nice.
You only saw 2 of them, but we made as almost every player do it. And some of them turned out amazing. I have no idea why they haven't shown the other ones, like especially Infiltration. He was a god on that throne. It was just a natural ascension into his rightful position. I don't even know how to describe it. Like
Probably looked
aura
like Kim Jong-un.
just
Let's stop
appeared
playing.
over his head as he was talking.
Never.
You know,
Infiltration looks like he's forever confused.
I can
You guys
imagine
look Alzheimer's.
K-Brad being on that show too. He's just like, man, I'll belong here.
He's like, man, I'm
Are you
godlike.
scumbag commie? I'm godlike.
So
East Coast represent. There you go.
So I'm guessing what you're saying is you guys have gone. So basically, you guys have gone out of promoting to the direct audience to promoting to more, I guess, stable media outlets that will get the word out a lot better than depending on the players.
Right, and we
Basically-
push out these trailers. We push out extra stuff for people to really attach onto. Like Tasteless hosts a little after-hour show where we just talk. We just shoot the shit, man, and we talk and we have fun. We play random games, Rose Ball, Dawson, 0% first hit wins, that kind of stuff. And if you guys watched that, it was really enjoyable to film as well. The players love it. I think this kind of stuff helps people really get excited about it because they realize the next time ESGN comes out, we'll have more fun shows. We'll have the conversations. We're also professional in business. As much as we like to have fun, we also get down to business. So it is, in the end, in a sense, about the games. It is, in a sense, about the competition. And it is about the storylines and the personalities.
I mean, personally, whatever you want me to promote, I will promote it every day on my show. And I'll promote stuff through Twitter. I want this. I've wanted this from the day I heard about it. I've wanted it to take off. Because this scene has zero to minimal growth for the last 5 to 10 years. It's been baby steps. And this is something which I haven't been able to really understand, that, this is your 15 minutes of fame. Your opportunity is here. And it's almost like, you beg to be in a big movie, and finally a director's like, this is your shot, and then you start getting all Elmer Fudd shy, going, nah, I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it now. I was just kidding. And it's like, wait, do you want it or do you don't? You all talk the game that you want esports to come in, and you want to grow, and you want to see money, and you want this scene to become something. And then when things come here to do it, you either shun away from it, you critique it in ways that are far from productive, or you just outright listen to the crowd of 10 people that you hang out with, and the one guy who says it sucks the most, all of a sudden you all go, it sucks. You don't even know why it sucks. Just because the biggest guy on your total post says it sucks, therefore it sucks.
Nice high school mentality you got there.
I mean, my opinion of the first season, I thought it was shoddy as shit, and I don't mind saying that to your face, Dan. But that's because I watched the other things you guys had. So I was like, this isn't like their normal stuff, Like this is their normal stuff is normally a lot more, you guys are a lot more streamlined. It's just a little, it's just a little tighter in its direction, So I was like, whoa, they're handling fighting games like they don't know what the hell they're doing. So yeah, my opinion, of course, it might hold a little water because I'm used to that. I'm used to ESGN, so I knew what to expect going in, but I didn't know it was going to be that
you guys
weird.
are capable of. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen your other stuff and it was good, and I've always liked it. I've liked almost all your other shows, but when I saw the fighting game one, I was like, this is going to be a bit. Yeah, this is a whole other beast. This is going to be like, they're going straight to romper room with this shit. It's like, I hope they can handle it. I mean, it's true. I mean, they were dealing with a whole different beast, man. And I was like, I hope they can handle it. If not, it won't last a month.
No, man, we're getting feedback all the time. We ask guys, organizers, like how could we improve and whatnot. And don't ever hesitate to let us know. You're saying, hey, look, I want to see more of the players on the couch, or I want you guys to don't be afraid to ever tell us stuff you guys feel like want to see. I mean, even just small things like bringing up the picture-in-picture was something we couldn't really include in time for the first season, but we made it a big priority for the second one, that kind of stuff. I think just always keeping the dialogue, because again, it won't be perfect, but we can promise to improve every day.
I mean,
How many?
it's definitely, like I said. I mean, from the first season to the second, it's improved, and I'm sure from the second to the third, it's going to improve as well. But I mean, like I said, I mean, I understand, the reach out to the community, but I wish that, like I said, as far as the support goes, yeah, that you got to reach out, to the right people to garner up more support. I think I can successfully say I got the biggest mouth in the FGC now. I mean, I'm gonna shout it at the top of my lungs, no matter who who wants to hear it or not. To go check this show out and fight, especially now knowing that the numbers are not what they're expecting them to be.
You guys need help, man.
And
There's all the help we can get, man.
There's a lot of people out there like-minded as myself that see it the same way. I mean, you hear Truth, when you hear Mike, they both,
Yeah, I would love to go to Germany and do interviews.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
I've been in Germany already.
What haven't you done besides give birth? Oh wait, I heard you did that too.
Hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad 'cause I'm the daddy. Don't get mad 'cause I'm the daddy, man. I told you, man.
But I mean, any way that you guys want to reach out for, players out there to support, don't hesitate to hit any of us up on Twitter and just be like, hey, I saw that tweet. Don't just push it on the side. There's a lot of people in this scene that are not the top players.
They're really good, man.
That know, what they're doing, when it comes to business, marketing, strategies. You just kind of got to wean through all the BS to get to them, and that's one of the things that, I've always kind of prided, even though this guy Truth just got a big mouth, but he is knowledgeable, but yet you wouldn't know that because his last name ain't Wong and he ain't PR Rog, so, unless you're that big name, and again, not to say anything negative about them, but he's not one of those A-list celebs. He's
got that insight.
He's like a Q-list celeb for us.
Yeah, but then when you think about it, I know higher ups in Capcom. I know the editor-in-chief of Kotaku. I know the editor-in-chief of IGN. I've talked to these people. I mean, I'm really casual in what I do because this is a hobby. This has always been my hobby, and I've known this is going to be nothing but a hobby because, well,
IRL.
Video games are video games, man, and this is a hobby. I love what I do. I love other people getting it. The group that I'm with now, they were a bunch of kids I used to watch grow up. Now they're trying to make this their thing, so I'm helping them out. The thing is, with ESGN, they're giving people the opportunity to make their own show. Like, the public votes, hey, this is what we want to see, and they're doing it for you. For y'all to sit there and say, oh, this is ass, don't get me wrong. If you haven't ever watched ESGN before and you're just watching it now, then that's not everything they are. Go to their channel, see their other stuff, see their PC stuff, and then you'll go, oh, okay, this is just because they don't fuck with fighting games like that. Don't just immediately, just like James said, don't jump on the bandwagon half-assed and half-cocked, because now we got this problem where this ESGN company thinks, oh, they're doing bad. They're not doing bad. I think they're doing a great job. The problem is the community itself is just childish as shit, and now they know what type of power this type of childishness has over companies. They actually look and go, whoa, these guys don't like y'all. Well, that's not all that's not true.
I mean, it's the reality of the situation. I mean, anyone who's been on here for the past month, Truf can tell you, James can tell you, anybody. I've been coming on this podcast for the past month, and I've been ranting, I've been raving and screaming at anybody I can to try and get them to understand what they're doing wrong. Now, let me tell you all something. I didn't go to college. I don't have a business diploma or anything. I just happen to be able to be around the right people, and I have a lot of business knowledge. That's why I've been able to have success in Magic. That's why I'm going to be able to open up my own card store. But just like Truf, I do this casually, and I'm not Justin, I'm not Rog, I'm not the type of person to do it. And the problem is, I've been saying it for a long time, people listen to the trolls for whatever reason, and a lot of people want to call me a bitch and say blaming the stream chat. You know what? I can, because it's the little people on the message boards that the big companies can say, well, we can listen to them more, and now we don't have to do anything extra. We can make more money and blah blah blah. That's the problem. It's the problem that you guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing all you can. I personally understand that. Maybe the Street Fighter wasn't that good at first, but I've seen your Hearthstone stuff, and I know that you guys are legit. But it only takes one person to tell another two people, and then another two people something stupid, and then it just spreads like a cancer. That's the problem.
And that's always been a problem with this scene, is like I said earlier on, that one or two of the elites tell their underlings this is bad, and then that's it. They trickle that out. This, like I said, with the girl thing, really, these girls applied for jobs, and you're actually willing to. It's kind of like, listen, where I live right now, I'm living in a basement apartment, and it's an illegal apartment. The guy who rents me the apartment happens to be this Indian dude. This is a predominantly white area. The guy that lives across the street, ex-cop, mayor of the town, thinks he knows everything, went and reported the apartment. I went across the street. The Indian guy thought I was going to kill him. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you give a shit that you're making me homeless? Because you reported, him? Now I got to worry about getting tossed out of my place? And it took the guy like a second to really grasp that, and he was like, I'm sorry. Okay, well, sorry didn't get me. Sorry actually doesn't make me stay in this apartment. Same thing with this scene. Is one person, I was told I was a cancer to the scene. All of a sudden, I got people telling me you're a cancer to the scene. Why? What did I do? Spoke the truth? You don't like the truth? That's too bad. The truth of the matter is, we gotta, as a community, help get the numbers up for this. It's something that I think's worthy to support.
Agreed.
It's something that, even if it doesn't, and again, I personally, come from a fucking 40-year background of playing video games, but I come from the Mortal Kombat background, and Street Fighter's never been my main game, but I'll still support this. Because it's part of the FGC. It's something that's going to grow this scene overall.
I think it's more important than that, though.
That's another problem, too. A lot of people won't support a game just because they don't play it. But it's part of the FGC.
That is so fucking stupid. People need to get off their high horse.
It is stupid.
Well, a lot of times they'll do that because if a certain player,
well,
they'll see certain players not play it. They say, oh, well, I guess I shouldn't play it either.
Well, I think it goes,
That's
man. It's more important.
But that's a dumb attitude to have.
Of course it is.
Like, when you have an attitude, that's just being closed-minded. And when you know what they say, when a person is closed-minded, nothing new ever really comes to them, or they never get to experience much because they living in this little bubble and not willing to go outside of that bubble to see like what's there. Like, when I go to a tournament, I got my game I compete in. I watch that, but I watch everything. Like I said, when I was watching SCR, I watched practically every game. I saw Blaze Blue, that was good. I saw Smash Brothers. I saw Street Fighter. I saw Tekken. I saw Marvel. I was watching everything. So it's like, no, it's not about supporting just your game. You're supposed to support everything.
Yeah, it's the fact that like
that's how people are.
It's a really bad excuse to just say that, well, I'm not interested. If you're not interested, then say it. But don't expect for people to agree that you're representing the community. I mean, I do a Magic podcast, that's pretty popular. I mean, at the end of the, from now on, I'm going to say, check, if you're a fighting game fan, check out ESGN TV on Twitch.
But that's all you gotta do, though. I mean, people say,
exactly,
I don't watch.
Well, guys, hold on, hold on 1 second, though. Yeah. Dan, did you guys ever think of passing out a banner to Twitch sites, to Twitch streamers?
Yeah.
Yeah, to Twitch streamers.
Like myself, I could put the banner underneath here.
Yeah.
And have it linked.
Like a sponsor type of thing.
To have it. I mean, I got breast cancer on here. I mean, I got everything on here, but I'll showcase it. No, I there's certain ones that I put up that, you know, and I'll tell people, go here. Every week I tell people, go to that breast cancer site. I don't give a shit if you donate a penny.
Most Twitch players will actually do it for free. They'll just like pop your banner up and go, oh yeah, guys, by the way, check this out. You know, in between gameplay, they're just like, hey, hold up, you know, check this out real quick. Look at it. I mean, these are all small things that you guys can do without having to try to hit up big wigs for it, because most people will watch a Twitch stream over, say, you know, like Wired. Like the audience for Wired is not these guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like Wired is very niche.
You're asking, you guys, unfortunately, and it's really sad to say, but you guys are asking the wrong people to help promote your show. The people that you brought on there, most of them, they're not the right people to ask you to. Man. Yeah, like most of us who come on the show, we do little things, whether it be in fighting games, whether it be in card games, whether it be in sports games, anything. And, you know, I mean, I'm on a podcast, Truf does a podcast, James does, obviously, this show. Like, we can help you guys out, but sometimes the people that you have on the show aren't going to be Mike Ross and Gutex. They just want to play and, you know, get their money. As where Mike Ross and Gutex, you know, they want to play, they want to have fun, but they also want to help the scene grow. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just the nature of the reality. Like, you guys have to be really specific about who you ask to help you guys out.
I mean, at this point, honestly, I would disagree. Only because he's already telling us the ambulance is pulling up. So right now, I'm like, yo, I'll jump on the back of a car to get to the hospital. I don't care how, but I want to survive. You know, and if
I'll fucking roll down the goddamn street to survive, man. I want
yeah, man.
Well, no, serious, my whole thing is that, you know, at this stage of the game, I want to see a season 4. I want to see a season 5. I want to see
Indeed.
You know, and in order for that to happen, obviously the names got to get out there.
Even if I don't catch it, I still want it to be on for other people to see.
Ooh. When Ultra comes out, if you can survive till Ultra, you guys are good to go.
Yeah, if you guys can survive till Ultra, especially when they have that patch coming out that people can play Edition Select, you guys are absolutely freaking golden.
Because you guys,
you got to push it hard.
With the Edition Select, though, what you guys will have over somebody else is tournaments are looking to steer away from it. Yeah. You guys are saying, yo, fuck that, let it rock.
Yeah, you guys are going to have the big exhibitions between Daigo and Wtih, Ryu on Ryu vanilla action, man. You guys will be in the gold.
Nah. You can do. I don't know if y'all thought of it already. I'm pretty sure you should have. But, yo, Ultra will help y'all out a lot. If y'all can survive till Ultra, y'all good. And I can tell you, tell me we can be good to go.
That announcement was probably the best thing that could have ever happened for you guys, was Edition Select.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It's like they put that there for you guys alone.
Yeah.
Infinite content.
I agree with that.
That's what I mean, and I was thinking that, like, you know, a while ago for other yeah, I was thinking that for other it was like another show that I watched that does like locals and stuff like that, but Edition Select will help you guys a lot. I mean, just promotion wise, I'm sorry to say, but I really understand. Like I said, good shit to Ryan and good shit to, I think it was Ryan and one more player that actually did almost every 3 days promoted ESGN.
Yeah.
There was it was Ryan Hart, I think one other dude, but the rest of them were just trying to line their pockets. And I'm really sorry that I even got to break it to you like that, but you know, it's something that I hope that if you do get a season 3, you guys will handle it with, I guess, more careful hands. And I would say, even down to, like I said, Gutex and Mike Ross, I get it. They're known, but I think you could have gotten other people. Just because that helps it be new and fresh instead of just them going, oh, because I mean, when you look at it, we put it on, you see them, it's like, oh, great, it's another one of these. It's a Cali Circle jerk. Yeah, I'm done. And then they just click your shit off.
Well, who would you rather them get? Ultra David and whatever?
No, Bill, just bring the same response. It'll bring the same response, yo.
No, but that's what I'm asking. Who would you rather them have instead of Ross and Gutex, honestly?
Get 2 new guys and just train them up. Get 2 new guys that know fighting games and train them up.
The thing is, man, is that
fresh new talent.
Is that they're recognizable and they probably wouldn't get quite as much of a lift. I mean, I don't really think that ESGN has that type of timetable based on what we just talked about to develop them. Maybe a little bit later on, but
and honestly, Truf, I think Gutex and Mike Ross are fine. Like, if anything, I would suggest that you guys have Ryan Hart help you out any way he can, because Ryan
is the key.
he is the key to helping you guys.
Yep.
Ryan is probably one of, if not the oldest sponsored player, I think, in the entire FGC.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
good.
Ryan cares, man.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
Ryan
Ryan
cares. This is his baby. Ryan loves video games. He loves
And it's
hanging out
Europe.
with people. He loves playing video games, and he lives in Europe. He is your key to your salvation. He is the key to keeping ESGN going.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that.
If
I'm sorry,
anything,
but it's true.
It's true. If anything, like, he should be trying to think, but like, he should be like your Justin Wong guy. Like, if you guys could, I would just send him all over America to every tournament I could think of to help promote, because he's also a very popular guy in the FGC.
Yeah, at least make him like your UK ambassador or something. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely
like,
significant.
like, you guys, if you guys like promote the crap out of Ryan, like, this is, like, in my opinion, this is what Ryan has been waiting for. Like, this is the step that he's been waiting for, that he was born for, because he knows how to promote. Like, he was the reason Western Wolves was even a thing, not even infiltration.
All right. So, I've heard you two talk for quite some time. Dan, did you nod out on us?
No, I'm still here. I just woke up, brother, so I'm good to go. I have a whole day in front of me.
So, I mean, from what you're hearing now, I mean, I hope it puts a little bit of a potential of survival. You obviously got support of this show and the people that come and listen to this show.
Hell yeah.
Anything any of us can do to help promote it, get it out there, I'm definitely willing to do. I just want to see this, like I said, I think this is something that potentially can be a cornerstone of esports in the FGC growing. To have it get squashed out or extinguished like that is really going to one more notch in the belt of demise for the FGC, as sponsors leave and players quit and all the crap that does go on. For this to get squashed like that, it's going to hurt the scene a lot worse. You're going to start to see more sponsors pull out. It's like every opportunity this scene has for growth, unless certain people act. I mean, it's almost like the mob. If they don't get their cut, they try to shut things down.
It's true, though.
Sure.
Like, the other big problem is the reality of it is, like James usually says, people don't care about us little guys. It's the big names. It's your Justin Wongs and your PR Rogs, your IFC Yipes, but not a lot of people are like Yipes. Not a lot of people know how to promote or they're in contracts that can't promote. So, sometimes when the little guy is more correct than the big guy, no word gets out because nobody takes us seriously.
Oh, no, but that's why, I even appreciated just being able to come onto the show and talk a little about it, because, I come from that background. I wasn't ever really involved in the big circles, and I know exactly what you mean, having the voice, but not being able to be heard. And so, I've been taking notes of what you guys have been saying, so I really want you to know what you're saying. I'm going to try to make this thing work as much as I can, and the team is really dedicated to making it work, whether it's sending out players, whether it's being able to get these things on stream overlays, or simply just trying to talk to the right outlets. But that's why in the end that's why I really want to come on the show, because I want to be able to talk to you guys and just continue to let you guys know. I think it's unfair if we just pull it and you guys didn't even know about what was happening behind the scenes. And that's why I don't care if I get in trouble for what I'm saying here, and I don't think anyone will really hound me on it. But at the same time, I'm just being pretty honest with you guys about the current status of stuff. But at the same time, I'm honestly telling you that we're going to do everything we can. I think the next time we're slotted to film is in about 2 weeks. And that could be the last season for Street Fighter, but we're going to try to make it work. We have really cool guys. We're not inviting 3 camis this time, so it's going to be even better. And
as long as you guys don't have 2 Rufuses, please, no 2 Rufuses.
Yes.
For the love of God.
We're trying to bring out, these guys are really fun. About Mike Ross and Gutex, These two really helped us build it from the ground up, and that's partially why we put our trust in them. You know, they're not usually the ones commentating and whatnot, and they're telling us they're still getting their groove, but at the same time, you know, they helped us talk to the players. They helped us connect us to, you know, other business relationships, and it goes beyond just trying to get the most hype commentators or trying to get, you know, these kinds of faces in front of the camera. It's more than that. I mean, these guys build an environment. You know, they build the environment that we're about the players. That, you know, it's so simple that making it about the players and not about the games. And it sounds like such a basic concept, but almost every single tournament organizer gets it wrong. And we want to listen to the players, and it makes our job easier. It makes them have fun, and if they're having fun, then we know the viewers are having fun. But it's just about right now what you guys are saying, letting other people know about what's going on, because not a lot of people even know what ESGN's all about.
You know, and that's again, that's, you know, what's kind of sad now. How many episodes have ran total?
14, and actually tonight continues another round. I mean, these guys stay 2 days, so we basically had them go for a second round, because it is a little bit sometimes unfair. Not unfair, it's just a little of a shame that they only get to play once and then we send them home. So they stayed for 2 days of filming, and so tonight I think Xian will be playing against somebody once more, and they'll be going. Everyone will get one more chance to go through.
You know, and in 14 episodes, you have something that potentially could have been, you know, pretty mind-blowing for again, you know, like the point of the show, for the casual guy that might go to win a brawl if he's, you know, a Jersey guy, or, you know, hitting SoCal if he's in like mid or NorCal, you know, area. And he's not the top guy, but he likes the top guys, never met the top guys. To see the top guys mixed with some of the not so top guys in a more personal competitive arena, really gives a face to the actual esports. If you were to look it up in a dictionary for the FGC, that's really what this is about. Because PR Rog and myself were talking earlier, and he's saying, you know, have an A league with 30 people, and I'm saying ain't no money, you know, and you're actually putting that together. Where, you know, we were saying an A league and a B league, and the B league guys can get a tryout to get up to the A league. You're giving those B league guys an opportunity, you know, and not to shit on F Champ, because he's a damn good Street Fighter player, but you know, but you know, he's a Marvel guy is what he's really known for.
Sure.
You know, and to see him up against, you know, whatever, an Infiltration or even a Daigo maybe in the future, you know, knowing his personality and him getting salty and having to pull his pants up above his ass because he got blown up is entertaining, and he knows that. He's one of the people in the scene that is a personality. And to expose more personalities in the scene. Even Brad, you know, K-Brad, you know, I didn't know. I seen the outtakes and said, I'm like, you know what? He kind of is a funny motherfucker. You know,
he really is.
I always,
K-Brad's really funny.
because anytime I've ever interacted with him, which was quite often, it's always been a serious conversation. So I didn't know there was that clown inside to him.
He's a nut.
Dude, this guy's freaking off the chain, man. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's rude. I like it. Love it.
And that's what it needs. The scene needs that, you know. And again, we were also discussing the line of crossed and not crossed of bringing hype. You know, him popping off and being a wise ass, that's fine. You know, our scene, unfortunately, we go to stupid levels sometimes. And we say some really dumb shit to each other. But in order for this to grow, that needs to be exposed more. If that's not getting exposed, then again, we're back to the hot pocket eating motherfuckers in the basement. You know, and at the end, I guess I am officially the oldest in the scene. From
How
the
old
old,
is Wtih?
I got him blown away. I think he's 38.
Ah, okay.
He's still he's my godson. But it's from the oldest to the youngest, bringing that sense of we're all geeks. You all got to accept it. I've said this a million times. The only difference between us and the people at a Star Trek convention is we don't walk around doing Vulcan handshakes and speaking Klingon. We play video games. We really do. And whether you play it leisurely or the potential of making it a career, or getting into game development, I mean, I don't know how much of it is a permanent thing, but if that's the direction you choose to take, this is another way of bringing light to you. Not just this, when you think of bringing, this scene up, think about bringing yourself. You can go places if you do this, and actually support something like this. It can grow. But too many people, again, got their heads stuck up their asses, and it's right away, me. What do I get? What do I get? You do get. Your scene actually gets another day.
I mean, what happens if, after today, I'm sorry, I forget your name. Dan, okay, I apologize for that.
Don't let it happen again, or I'll kick the shit out of you. Damn, Dan! I didn't know you were so abrasive.
You sound just like James when you said that.
Yeah, goddamn, man. But seriously though, what happens if when Dan says he's writing notes? What happens if he takes what Truf and I and James and Chris and everybody else who's on the show said, and he goes back and they make the changes, and 3 or 4 seasons down the line, what if Street Fighter's doing so well after Ultra comes out, ESGN could run qualifiers to have even people like me or Truf come out there, 1 or 2 people, to compete with people like K-Brad, Infiltration, Gen. Nobody thinks of shit like that.
I'm not ready for that kind of ass whooping.
Neither am I, but...
I have... me and Adonis got to come out.
All right, first of all, if we're just going to beat them the fuck up, then I am coming out. But I'm not pressing no button.
Yeah, wait a minute. I mean, if we're just going... Well, I don't want to fight K-Brad.
If it ain't for fucking K-Brad's chunky ass and fucking Yipes extra large ass, I'm going to punch him in the face a couple times. That belly is immune to everything. That nigga straight Snorlax.
Well, as far as I know, all you got to do is say Yipes. He has a hot pocket.
Yo, Yipes is like 259. 59 pounds of that shit is like hair. The other fucking 200 is fat. Nigga shit.
Yo, Yipes got a lot of hair.
That's my boy, though. But seriously, though, I mean... If you take what we said into consideration and it helps, I hope it helps. I really do. Because I think this is something that has nothing to do with America, nothing to do with East Coast or West Coast, that can be grown by the damn community. And it's funny that you said, hey guys, stop bitching, start suggesting. And no one has came to y'all yet with fucking suggestions.
Except
that's what
us.
explodes me. I mean, yeah.
Last show.
It flips me out when I hear it. You guys are like, yo, fine, you don't like it, cool. What do you want us to do? I mean, and nobody has given y'all anything yet.
In all honesty, you just come on the On Blast show once or twice a month, man. Because we all actually talk about real shit. We don't care about making dollars until we can make the top dollar.
I make the dollars. It's called a job.
I mean, I make dollars. It's called a job too, but.
I mean, the whole point. Again, the whole point of this show is I was not out to make money or any of that. I mean, I don't know if you've even heard of this show before today. I mean, I've been kind of controversial. I've toned it down a lot. The show is directly made that if you got a problem, air it out here and resolve it here. And don't turn around, because, you know how the arcade era was, and people would rather settle things in the parking lot. And my whole thing was air it out here. You got a problem with somebody, get it squashed here. This way, no tournament ever has to deal with some BS of 2 guys squaring off in the middle of an event because they wanted to take it to that stupid level.
Yeah, and I mean, most of the time, we don't even, take it to a large level. We've had fights on the show before, but,
Hey, we save lives on that. Yo, nigga, we save lives. That's all I'm
do.
saying. We save lives.
I have.
Except fanatics. I mean,
Hey, we saved his life.
I don't know
Calm
about
down.
that.
Me and Trey saved
What are you
his life.
talking about? Is he breathing?
Yes,
Eh,
exactly.
Done deal. Saved.
Yup.
Saved. Put me
Yeah.
on the cross, man. I saved him.
Nah, but I mean, like, seriously though, like, look at what I did tonight. Like, I had an interview with Yipes and Rog about, you know, how top players actually do look at the lesser Joe Schmo
Real talk,
player.
man. You asked them questions, they gave you half-ass answers. They dodged everything and everything, man.
Yeah, they did, but
You
at
need
least
to be
they
a
gave
little
me
more
answers.
assertive. You did. They gave you bullshit answers, but that's besides the point.
Well, what you
Wait.
want? Hold on. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to tell Yipes? Listen, people are calling you an asshole. I want you to speak up.
Yeah. If that's what if that is what you're saying now.
Wait.
What's
What's the name? What's the name of this show? The Almost Blast Show.
No, man, this shit's been a dud for a minute. We need to reprime the firing pin. I had some good. Man,
I took
we have
a year.
blasted
A year kicked off of Twitch.
I mean,
Okay, that's true.
I mean, okay. To be fair, I didn't know if I talked shit to them, how you were gonna react, James. I don't know.
I don't care. Say what you want. Just remember this: if you see him at an event, I'm not responsible.
I mean, I'm not
Anyway.
really.
I will. Let me tell you something. If I see
setting people up.
If I see Rog and Yipes gnawing away at you like a living dead zombie, when I see your carcass, I will take an OBS shirt and lay it over you, and walk away and say he died a warrior.
After that, we're gonna run your pockets and spend it on hookers. and
Well, no,
loot.
I would do that before I even put the
Truf,
shirt
let me
on.
ask you a question. You run through my pockets. What fucking money
And
you think you're
booze.
gonna find, man? I ain't got no goddamn real
I
job.
don't know how much I'm gonna find, but I know how much I'm gonna sell your shit for.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, strip me naked. Sell my fucking
Hey,
shit for 5 cents.
Android phones still sell.
But
yeah.
listen. Overall,
Man.
you know, this show, the show, the people that come to this show, I definitely say if you haven't checked out an episode of it, definitely go and check out an episode. You will like it. The production level is going up, which was one of the complaints. I kind of had a feeling that, you know, from watching from season 1 to 2, that you guys are listening. You know, and that was something to me that, as much as I thought it was noble and good to do, sometimes I said, just let people run with what they want to run with.
Yeah.
You know,
I knew
nobody.
you guys were listening when the Hearthstone stuff was happening, because you guys, every time somebody said something, you guys actually changed.
Yep.
And it was for the better, too. Like, that Hearthstone stuff, like, got me so hyped about Hearthstone, I've been playing it every day ever since.
Oh boy, I got 55 more Ask FM questions. Woohoo!
Well, I mean, let's just, once again, let's just get to the real deal here, man. If you guys survive and y'all beat this little, this little
bump
faux pas y'all got
They'll
here,
survive. They'll survive.
What were you thinking of? Just you don't gotta sit there and tell us what the hell you're doing, but what were some of the things that you were thinking of for the near future that you were going to do for ESGN Fight Night for FGC? Because I know that this is just Street Fighter, and this could lead to many more games, and I know why they chose Street Fighter, because it was something that was popular and well known, so it was something that would create buzz. People need to understand. Don't get pissy because they only feature Street Fighter. They are just starting. This is just starting with Street Fighter. The launch, just to see where this shit can go. This is grown man shit. This is money.
True.
They're
If
not
you
gonna
tell
just do
people
that.
not to get pissy, they're gonna do it just to piss you off. You
They
realize?
probably will, but it's like, seriously, man, don't get pissy. They just starting with that. Yeah, exactly. Marvel might be next. These same cats can come back from Marvel.
Yeah, even
You
some
never
people
know.
here put Marvel, please.
Right. Some of these cats I mean, but right now they just can't they just can't do that.
Nah.
They can't show everything and then have y'all get mad and be like, oh, these guys, they doing this, blah, 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 blah. It sucks a lot less if you just get clipped because you just showed Street Fighter than going all in and then crashing and burning. That shit would cost them more money and more time and all that stuff like that. So,
Right.
I was actually talking to what was his name? Anime guy, top anime player.
For which game?
Lord Knight.
Lord Knight. I was talking to Lord Knight at Winter Brawl, and he was talking. He had a tournament that was like all the anime games, like a gauntlet. I said, how fucked up would it be to turn around and pick a team of 5 guys: a Mortal Kombat guy, a Street Fighter guy, a Marvel guy, a KOF guy, and an anime guy, and make 3 or 4 of these teams for an exhibition, and say, all right, hey, Mortal Kombat guy, your game is now Street Fighter. Hey, Street Fighter, your game is now KOF. And make whatever games these guys are their main games, you ain't playing it in this event. And the other team is going to do the same thing. And basically what you're going to have is you're going to have people that never played those games that are going to have to rely on their actual gaming skill rather than the new age of just give me the frame data and show me a combo on YouTube and I'm good to go.
That sounds pretty tight.
And, you know, do it as an exhibition. You know, do it as a small exhibition and say, let's see who can actually play, who can jump from game to game. Now somebody like PR Rog, who, you know, went to Injustice, obviously he does good at Injustice, he does good at Marvel, he does good at Street Fighter, you're going to have a harder time. But, you know, you might get a guy like you, Mikey, and you might be, you know, I'm a KOF guy, and I go, no, you're playing Street Fighter today. You might be totally fucking stumped. You might have an inkling of a chance and put some money up. You know, obviously some money. You know, it'll be like the OBS go fuck yourself tournament or something. You know. You know, but, you know, things like that. This scene needs variation. Like you were saying earlier, Dan, personalities. It needs more personalities. And if they are personalities, come out and show you got one. You know?
Yeah, definitely one of the highest priorities. Yeah.
I got a question for Dan. You guys ever thought about linking up with MLG.TV?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, ESGN talked with MLG about doing some stuff. But just things couldn't work out because MLG had a lot of things going on at the time. But we definitely thought about being able to work with them. Just right now, things haven't been able to finalize. So for a while, you know, MLG had a lot of things going on. This was, we were talking with them even way before they launched their MLG TV platform. So, you know, we're always talking with people like MLG.
Okay, yeah, because I asked because I know, you know, at least through the media, how they were talking about their platform. They obviously feel that it's a better platform to earn money versus, you know, say Twitch, I guess, you know, for some players and things like that. And so that was the reason I was asking.
Oh, it's a valid question. I mean, when it comes to MLG, they're pretty much right now just getting started as well. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, as much as people want to continue to pad Fight Night, we want to do, and this goes to answer, I forgot who asked it. I think it was James or maybe someone else. What we want to do beyond what we just want to set up, we want to do more games, but even then, we don't want to do just like this tournament thing. We want to be able to push out regular content with the guys and make it feel like, you know, when, for example, when Ultra comes out and we have the guys here, they could be loading those kinds of tutorials or kind of stuff to help people get familiar with it. Because one thing, just like you guys were pointing out, is that if we do multiple games and we do them well, then we naturally have cross-pollination. People who like Street Fighter and you explain them, like, you know, you watch Hearthstone, maybe you get into Hearthstone. The people who watch Street Fighter, vice versa, you can get people interested in other games, and that's just the most important thing, is coming to an understanding. Because if you talk about self-destructive natures and just esports as in general, a lot of communities have that aspect when they just keep comparing themselves to other games, and they have this elitism factor of, oh, our game is harder, or that game is for scrubs, etc. And, you know, our plans are so much more than just competition. And it kind of feeds back into what we want to do. We want to build the brands, we want to build the players, we want to make it feel like the players are, again, the priority, and make it more about people getting excited to watch cool content that, again, hasn't been done, because, you know, it's just stuff that organizers really haven't thought too much of, because, again, it's been about the games, but now we can go beyond that, and we can go beyond just having two guys come up and compete.
Yeah, and this is something what you're hitting on. It was a few weeks ago. I think when Justin Wong was on here, and I was pretty much saying that exact same thing to him about how, just within the FGC, there's a lot of comparisons to the other parts of esports with, the League of Legends or StarCraft and things like that, or even specifically how MLG was able to get to the point where they're at. And the truth is, from an early point on, they realized that it was about their players, and they made their players stars. They got their players endorsement deals, so that they can have thousands of people attend events just to spectate. That's one of the bigger things about, like, say, League of Legends or Dota, when they filling up NBA stadiums for a world championship.
But we're still, the FGC as a whole is still in hotels. We can't even get out of a hotel, let alone, I don't want to go downstairs. As nice as it sounds for somebody like me who enjoys his drink and getting his drink on, I don't want this scene to end up in a hotel ballroom.
Yeah.
I want to see it at the Garden. I want to see it at the Civic Center.
We need to be at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
I don't care where it is, as long as I got to actually travel from my hotel to the venue. It's got, and one of the things, like, again, that Big E did by bringing in the Gears of War at Winter Brawl is he opened up another door, another avenue for other people to get involved, and other people in our scene. I'll be honest with you, I got all 3 Gears of War. They're all wrapped up. I never even opened the damn things. But I watched the game and I seen their hype. I'm going to say they take it to a little bit of a different level than us. I don't mind that the all caps get fucked, but when I hear, guys turning around telling them, like, I'm going to rape you, I'm like, wow, really? Are you going to that level? That's how heated the matches were getting. And it was funny. What was really interesting about it was the team that made it to the final was a top online team versus a nobody online team and a top offline team. Now, inevitably, it ended in the offline guy's favor, but it went the distance with resets. I don't understand the resets. It's like, if I 3-0 you here, and the sun is shining, it's in the middle of June at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we got to run another extra 7 games back.
That's if they're in losers, man. If they're in losers, they got to win 3 just to be able to compete.
Gears of War, the Gears of War circuit have weird fucking rules, bro.
But I sat down till 4 o'clock in the morning watching this, and I was like, you know what? It was pretty damn good. It was enjoyable. At 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I really wanted to go home, but I kind of was like, you know what? I'm here. Let me go. Let me just see this end, because I did follow the one team all the way through.
Oh wow.
So it was like, I wanted to see if they won, but that was the key. I liked the team because of their shit talk. And I wanted to see if they were, I said, can they make it all the way? Here's an online team talking shit to everybody. And basically that keyboard warrior mentality. And they make it to the finals.
Professor X and shit. Like, hello, I am JamessMK. Let me tell you about my school.
I need an OBS Gears team.
Yo, he's straight Professor X.
I enjoyed watching it. I was surprised when I turned on. And I'm like, whoa, they got Gears of War 3 at that. Like, that's
they streamed it.
Big. They streamed it, and
Of course they streamed it.
And it was a great competition. And the funny thing is about that is that a lot of Gears players, they feel like the stepchild that everybody forgot about, because once MLG dropped it, you didn't see it nowhere anymore, and Call of Duty just continues to get bigger and bigger. So it's just like, I know they were happy just to have that opportunity to, at a big event to do that. And they'll probably come out even bigger if more TOs were to do stuff like that.
Fuck Call of Duty.
Look, again, see, that's still the mentality that I understand, We have to coexist with all of these games. Again, like I was saying earlier, we're all fucking geeks. We're not just fighting game geeks. I don't give a shit if you sit and play puzzle, bubble, bobble, whatever the hell you want to play. If you want to play Flappy Birds, it's a game. Why are you going to bash this one over this one? If you don't like it, look, very simple. I got, six dudes here. If you go into the store and you see 35 different porn magazines, the one you want is the one you take.
Jugs.
Whatever it is. But you're not going to go, oh man, everybody else is taking jugs. I guess I have to take that. No, you're going to take what you want, whatever floats your boat. But I'm not going to turn around and be like, oh, well, that magazine's stupid. No, it's just not my thing.
And if any sports motherfuckers say, oh, you a geek because you play video games, you say, yo, you follow a grown-ass man's career of touching other grown men for the rest of your motherfucking life, nigga. I'd rather be a geek than that shit. And watch them stop. And then they gonna look at you and you gonna go, yeah, that's what you do. You a sports geek, motherfucker. You are a sports geek, nigga.
Hold on.
In
In football, you don't touch them. You beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw anybody get the shit beat out of them?
Yeah, I don't know. I played football a long time in my life. I don't remember getting actually beat the shit out of anybody on the
last
field.
time somebody got whooped up in football was like 20 years ago. That shit was an accident, nigga. Hockey is where you get your ass whooped.
That's think about hockey. Yeah,
that's
hockey.
Something across the board though. Like when people say different things and they try to downplay other people's passions. Everybody. If you know the definition of a nerd,
you stupid motherfucker.
The definition of a nerd is somebody that's passionate about something. It's not about what you are passionate about. It's just that you're very extremely passionate about something.
The sad thing is, nerd's not the word for it. It's called enthusiast.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. You are an enthusiast. You're not even. I mean, that whole shit. Yeah, you're a connoisseur.
It goes back to what Steve Sonic did when he turned around to James and said, "Why don't you guys start your own fucking community?" I don't know, because you're a fucking idiot and don't know what community means.
You don't. I mean, a lot of people don't.
Apparently, Ski Sonic doesn't know the definition of community. You know, someone should get a dictionary.
But it is what it is.
Again, he's a fly on the wall. I don't care about him. I don't even want to. I don't even want to.
I gotta say, I'm really excited about kind of what Dan was saying though, because I definitely agree with it. That a big help would be if there are like some educational stuff out there, educational content out there. So like you were saying, like when Ultra comes out, that they can just push out all this content. Yeah. Whereas somebody that, because there's a great opportunity, since it is going to be a new game on the shelf in a sense, and it's going to have a lot of PR behind it, just from Capcom. That the guy that maybe he hasn't up to this time played Street Fighter that much, and he has all these things in his head about it, but he hasn't really given it an honest chance. Maybe he's seeing like some of the top players break it down for him in a way that speaks to him, or finally make him pick up the game and start playing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, like I said, at the end, I hope people start to gravitate towards this, help the numbers pick up. Again, Dan, anything that you want, anything I can do to help, anything that, these guys can do to help, we're obviously willing to, if a part of our scene decides to turn a deaf ear and white knight everything you guys do and just look for things that are wrong, then, I can't help but think that, like when you come up with a great idea and somebody's like, yo, dude, that's stupid. And then, like, you're like, you know what, maybe it was. He's just looking out for me. And then 3 weeks later, he did the same damn shit that you said to do, and he pawned it off as his own. Sometimes I feel that's how, like, the ESGN thing's is looking. They're gonna, we could do it better.
Right.
And, because we're on the West Coast, I mean, East Coast or any coast, we could do it better, so we'll just kill this off and then we'll take a shot at it. And then usually what happens is they say, what do you mean this costs money to do? And then that whole idea gets destroyed. That's like, again, this scene is notorious for sabotaging itself. So, I mean, anything you guys need, from us, get me banners, get me whatever you will. I'll sing a ESGN rap on the show every day for you if you want. I don't care.
I mean, every little thing helps, and even
I'm down on that.
Show.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Send me a graphic or whatever.
Now, as far as, I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I mean, are they saying finish this season out right now and it's looking bad, or is it just take it as it goes and see what happens?
No, it's more like we're not going to quit. We don't want knee-jerk reactions. it's when we finished season 2 filming, we really thought we had something special. Like the way everything finished up with Aoyun and Xian, the way it was really entertaining from just having K-Brad on and being able to have like the after-hour show. We really thought we had something cool. We even thought like maybe we can package this up and try to like sell it as a show to somebody. But season 2's viewership was even lower than the first season, even though the first season we felt like was nowhere near the level of what we started putting out for season 2. That like is starting to blow our minds a little bit. It was like, well, we're going in the wrong direction. We're not even getting slightly better or even the same numbers. They were getting a little bit worse, and that really concerns us in a sense. And again, like you said, any kind of smaller promotion helps. I don't really know what else to say too much to speak to the issue though. Like, I mean,
what do you guys think? Maybe the reasons for is it? Do you guys think it might be the international players, or?
That's so hard to say. There's so many things that could be.
As good as like Xian and Infiltration, those guys are, where the bigger audiences, are kind of here, like, just due to like language barriers and things of that nature, they can't really maybe show off their personality as well as some of the other players to an English audience.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's such a double-edged sword, because if we want to build the personalities of these guys, we don't want to just cash in on the most outspoken guys or the most fun guys.
Shit, they already cashing in on you.
It's more about. And I'm trying to like go about this the right way, but
I know you guys have to have a mix of really top level competition as well as guys that are a hybrid of top play and personality.
Like, we don't want to compromise either. We don't want boring guys on the show, but at the same time, we also don't want people to feel like the competition of the integrity has, it's not a real competition. We also want it to be like an opportunity for some guys to stick out. Like, we can't have everybody on the show who's as outspoken as K-Brad, because then it's just like, it's annoying to listen to, man. There's just too many guys trying to be everything.
I mean, here, let me give you a perfect example. On the 30th of January, Ricky Ortiz tweeted, "After finally getting to watch ESGN, I think it's pretty badass. People have been complaining, but I don't honestly see a reason why." Now that's from a top player. Trolling on ESGN, but some people blow things out of proportion to make K-Brad look bad. What is this one?
I think Ricky should be on the show for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
He has a really interesting story and pretty unique story, I think, in the FGC. And he's a great player.
And he's a personality and a half.
He's been around a long time.
I would love to have someone like Ricky Ortiz on the show in the future. That said, it's not always easy coordinating everything, and I mean, I would love to get those guys out there.
What did EG say though?
Yeah.
That's the deal, you know what I mean? It's not about what he says, it's about what EG says.
Yeah, it's probably all contractual, like you were saying.
Arturo saying 11 hours ago, "Oh my God, what an ending at ESGN." I thought ESGN was from Robert. I thought ESGN was kind of bad when it first started, but I'm really starting to enjoy it now. Thanks, improved. So I mean, it's gaining ground in support. It's gotta, you gotta cultivate it. And you got to be willing to, like you said, not throwing in the towel is my best suggestion. Or at least go to like 4 seasons and see how the 4th one. Because if you're saying the numbers drop, that's obviously not good. But that could also be attributed to the fact that some people complained about the production value of the first season, the trailer that showed some of the matches footage. The cheerleaders, which I don't know why anybody would complain about the schoolgirls, but hey, whatever.
They should try to showcase it in some way.
They
At
need more
Eagle.
dudes. They need more dudes.
You know, you hear what I just said, James?
Yes. Yeah, they need
It-
more showcasing.
It should be spotlighted at Evo because everyone's going to be tuning in and watching that, and that would be perfect.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
guys need to realize that no matter what, they need to support. It's just like, I remember when superhero movies started, coming out, and sometimes they didn't do well, but it took a time where it's like, people actually had to show up in a movie theater to convince movie studios to keep making these superhero movies. And then, it took a while, and now we got Iron Man's and Avengers and these, really great movies that we can go see, but it took a long time. But the comic book fans had to be the ones that was like always going to go to the movie no matter what. And that's the same way with this.
Yeah, now it's mainstream.
But that's a two-part problem, though. The reason why people weren't going to those movies is because the special effects were ass. Not that we have the ability to put Iron Man on fucking screen and do whatever Iron Man normally does.
But the thing
people
was,
are like,
though,
oh my god,
it's one thing if it was just a bad movie. But if they couldn't even get the comic book fans to show up, then the studios would never even keep trying.
Yeah, they would give up. They would give up. If the comic book fans ain't coming to the movies, then why make the movie? And that's the same thing that we're kind of doing. We're kind of saying, "Oh, we want our scene to grow, but we don't want it to grow with things that make it grow." Well, I mean, we just want to grow it on our own. Okay, what kind of business degree do you have?
I don't know.
And again,
I got a business degree in
time?
bullshit. That's what I got.
and again, there's a lot of people in the scene that are in the know with a lot of stuff. As far as trying to grow this, I think PR would be great for that. PR is very knowledgeable. I do respect his opinions on things. I don't agree with him 100% on everything, but then again, I don't agree with a lot of people. But I mean, this, the throw in the towel mentality, I'm glad you don't have it. I mean, if that was the case, I would have threw in the towel 87 episodes ago. And up until last week, I technically haven't missed a week.
Yeah, you got sick though. But yeah,
I'm still
I
sick.
mean, yeah. I mean, I was just saying it like this, man. Whatever y'all do is what y'all do, but note that the opinions of a few should not outweigh the many. But in the pursuit of what's best for business, I can understand why they're giving you guys so much shit. It's something that they tried out. It's something that they kind of like devoted a good chunk of money and time to, and they're not seeing a return. That's just what it is. I hope that with this, you can just go in and say, "Hey guys, look, we've been going about this a little bit wrong, but give us some time. This next season, feel us out, make sure that we can do this." I hope that they say something about it, but if they do, like I said, if they do say yes, what do you have in mind? What do you have in mind that's already like sort of on paper already before talking to us?
Yeah, I mean, these are all things to really keep in mind, unless you're asking for specifics.
No, I'm just saying just stuff, man. What do you got in mind that's going to be, what do you guys got in mind for season 3? So that way we can go, hey man, give these guys a shot. They got some really good shit planned for this next season, and we really, and I'm supporting it hands down.
Naked girls. Naked girls. You're in Germany. You're in Germany. You're in Germany. Everything goes, and you can say fick in German and on live TV and not get in trouble. So naked girls, cursing naked girls and debauchery.
Yeah.
Dubstep.
The show
and dubstep.
Beer. Gotta have
Fick dich Arschloch.
But I mean, you guys obviously have a game plan laid out. I hope, which again,
Haven't heard none yet.
It can't. Obviously, I know you can't give away stuff that hasn't been released yet. I think it's going to gain some ground on the 3rd season. Specifically because, like I said, the first season got that bad rap. Now you have people that are coming out and saying, hey, this really isn't that bad. You know, in fact, you are listening to what you guys are seeing in the scene, and people can't dismiss that. As much as I break balls about the whole girls losing their jobs and whatnot, at the end of the day, whatever happened, happened, but you guys are listening. And it's kind of like, are they going to turn around? What's next? Or we don't like the color of the set. I mean, when does it get to a point where they go, you know what? These guys are actually bending over backwards to try and make this work. When do we just shut our mouths and help it grow? And I think for the third season, because of the second season's gotten better, the next word of mouth is, hey, yeah, the first season was a little wacky. The second season actually came along better. Now let's see what they got going on for the third season.
Yep.
And I think after the third season, I predict you should see an increase in numbers from the second. Which I don't know what number would satisfy the higher ups. You know, are you going to go from 1,000 to 25 million? I don't know. You know, but you're definitely going to see a bounce in a positive direction. So hopefully that's enough for these guys to say, you know what, let's do a fourth season. Because there is a lot of talent out there to tap that you haven't gotten your hands onto. You know, the Daigos, you know, or as I call them, Diego and Suarez. But, you know, the fact that you guys are in it for the long haul is you know, again, you garnered up support from the unspoken, or the untouchables, as they like to say. And there's more untouchables than there are top players. So I definitely think, you know, third season should definitely pick up.
Oh, it's going to be great, man. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel and create something gimmicky. It's in the end, it's competition, it's fun, it's a show. So we're working hard, and you have our promise. You have my promise that we're really trying to work it hard, and I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. As for like viewership count, you know, ideally right now we're floating around 4,000 to 5,000 a night concurrently. They would probably like to get that up to like 8, 9, maybe even 10,000. Obviously, that's still ideal to try to double the numbers, but I mean, being able to build momentum is most important. But at the same time, we don't have all the time in the world to.
Yeah, time's kind of ticking. So now, you guys typically take just 2 days to shoot this whole thing?
It's a weekend. We have a media day where we shoot all of our promos. We shoot after-hour shows. We have the interviews, and then we have a day of filming, and then we have the players go on home.
I should send you guys a promo. You better watch this fucking show or I'll break your goddamn fucking legs. I swear to God, I'll come to your fucking house if you don't watch this show. And you never know, it might work, you know?
How do you guys do like any I don't know, is there any like studio like audience or anything like that when you guys are filming?
The thing is, we don't really have space too much for that. We have a small audience. That's why when you hear people clapping in the background, that's actually the few people that show up, and that's a combination of our own team / like some journalists that come or some things. It's not like an actual fan area.
Now, that's you guys, crazy. I remember in the first season, you guys pumped your own clapping in there, and it was so off because when I was watching, it was the only critique I had for the whole show. Everybody else had I'm like, I don't care what they're complaining about. I said, this was the only thing that bothered me. You look at the set, and it's like set to like small room. You know how you got your equalizer on your iPhones? Small room. It's like set up to be small room, but the clap sound was for like auditorium. And I'm like, there's no way there's that many people clapping. It sounded like
that was a directional choice where it's sort of like making fun of itself. That it was supposed to be done very 90s game show-ish. Kind of like it was done as a
satire.
Was it bad that I had the same stock sound effect?
I think we all got it. I think it comes with Windows.
I actually got it.
I think I have that
video
too,
blocks.
so.
Now,
yeah, it's from a video blog show.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Let me get back to a couple of questions. Then I'm going to let you roll because it's 4:00 in the morning here and I got to go to work soon. The dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
The dog.
What's the
Oh,
deal?
doggy.
Oh, Team Dog.
Yeah.
What's the dog? The dog is Morgan's dog. He's the producer. He's a real dog. He comes to work every day.
Oh, I
with
saw
our
that dog on the
producer.
After Hours show.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
I was wondering what was up with that dog. I was like, yo, is this guy just petting this dog behind Mike? Like, what the hell?
This dog just walked
Yeah,
on the set.
Yeah. Dog was just chilling like, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Oh, that's the 5th character.
Now, you guys also, you as far as other shows, I mean, I'll hit you up later. But again, I'll start getting the word out there, and not even just for this show. Obviously, I'm going to push this show harder because I know its numbers need to be, a lot higher for these guys to actually make this continue. And the simple fact that it's gotten to that point where people now, by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, people are going to know that. Oops, hold on. People are going to know that this is do or die for this show, and that's going to garner support too.
Yeah.
That's going to get people to say, "Well, shit, I don't want it to die yet." I understand this guy's bitching about it, but I kind of like this, and this. So that's I guess it's sympathetic. Which at this point I don't care who supports it. I'll make my mother and father watch it, and they hate video games. I'll just keep telling them, Dad, this might be the episode I'm on. Just watch it, Dad. I didn't see you. Oh, man, it's next week. I'm sorry. By then, he'll get
James
through
will
2
make his
seasons.
fucking goldfish watch that shit.
My guinea pigs. I got 1,600 guinea pigs. Does that count if they all watch?
Oh my god.
Oh, man, James.
Hey,
Oh, man.
But I mean, in all honesty, like I said, I definitely want to see this show continue. I don't want you to be out of job, man.
Yeah, we can't.
Don't worry about me, brother. I'm just doing my thing. But yeah, again, I appreciate all the support, man, and thank you for having me on the show. It's been really enlightening to hear what you guys are saying. Once again, I'm taking notes, so I'm going to report it. I mean, I have work in a couple hours as well, so I'll tell them first thing I get.
Oh, what time is it there now?
10 a.m.
10? Damn, going to work at 10 a.m.? Damn, it's a late start for you, huh?
Hey, video game industry hours right there.
Yeah, well, I remember the days of coming into work in shorts and sandals.
Yeah.
Anybody that's ever worked in the video game industry knows. I just crawled out of bed. I left the bar.
Crawl out of bed. I mean, the sleeping under the desk.
I remember those days.
Hanging out in the meeting room, just like, I don't fucking give a shit
When
what you say.
I was at Acclaim, the CEO had one of these marble beautiful showers in his office, and he basically told us, if you need to take a shower, just go upstairs and use my shower. Don't leave until the game's done.
Damn.
And we were there for 2 weeks without leaving the building.
At Midway, we had a shower. At another room, there's a shower. So
it's a wacky business. But anyway, let me let you go, Dan, because I want you to get to work. I don't want you to get in trouble for being late. Got to get to work by noon.
I hope you come on the show again, man, for real.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
And yeah, you're always welcome to come on, man. Anytime you want to get anything out there, or if you want to, pump up some of the matches that are going to be going on, be free to come on here and just hit me up, let me know, and I'll do the same for you guys.
Appreciate it, man. We'll do.
All right, brother, I'm going to let you go, and to the rest of you guys, I'm going to let you go in a few minutes after you get your shout-outs. Oh, but wait, before you go, Dan, what is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
Yep.
Everybody can ask the question. Don't worry about it.
We have a guy on this show that's been watching the show since day one who always asks me to get all the guests to name their favorite animals, and in 10 years, you'll forget he'll remember what it was.
You put me on the spot.
All those questions we gave you, this is the one that put you on the spot?
gonna go with a lion. I'm gonna go with a lion. Lion's great. It's powerful. It's strong. It's got a lot of hair, and I love styling my hair. It leads the pride by example. But a lion's time is limited, and so he has to use his time wisely to lead the pack before the next lion leaves on him. So I think a lion's the same thing for me.
Has anybody else ever said lion?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, we've had some idiots on this show that said unicorns. I'm like, show me a fucking unicorn, you jerk off. I want a real animal. They're like a Pikachu.
Triforce said dragon.
Komodo dragon eventually is what it turned into, but originally it was a dragon. I'm like, what kind of dragon? A flying dragon? Yeah, of course.
That fucking compromise with Triforce ass.
Right?
But then we've also had some wacky ones too. Who came up with the spider? That was Filthy Rich, wasn't it?
It's not even a fucking animal, man.
Was it Filthy?
I think it was Filthy that said the spider. Like, he loves spiders. But yeah, so anyway, that's stored into the memory banks of the show. Our living computer Derptile has it duly noted, so if you ever forget your favorite animal, he will remind you.
Alright, well, you'll be the first people I ask.
That sounds kind of sad, doesn't it?
What?
That he, writes down everyone's favorite animal?
But you know what was cool? He used to have the dog in the cage?
Oh, yeah.
And he would live stream the dog, and the dog would just be like, no, I'm just watching the On Blast show. I'm cool with this.
Yeah, I miss those birds, man.
The birds.
I don't miss the fucking birds. Yo, fuck birds.
Anyway, listen, let me let you go, Dan. These guys are going to banter on for another 20 minutes about birds now. But I appreciate you coming on, and you're always welcome to come on, so...
Hey, Dan, if you guys ever get to doing Magic, hit me up.
Do a what?
If you guys ever get to do a Magic the Gathering on that on ESGN, hit me up.
All right, Mikey, you'll be the first person I call. I promise.
Sick.
Translation out of here.
Yeah, right? Translation. Nah, fuck that.
Translation. We're never doing that.
Translation. Thank fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, the magic
thanks so much
games
for
have been
having me.
hyped.
Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time for sure.
Cool. All right, brother.
Later, Dan.
I've actually been noticing like a resurgence in Magic on Twitch. At least every weekend now, I see there's a Magic tournament.
There's
a Magic
tournament
tournament every week. And
okay.
You mean people actually play the game? I thought they just collected the cards.
Dude, that new set came out.
Game, man.
Yeah, dude, that fucking new set came out. They blowing that shit up for at least like 2 more weeks, and after that, it's just gonna fade again. The Star City will do their shit. It's gonna fade again.
I've been seeing
Grand Prix in like a month.
Yeah, I've been seeing the Grand Prix on Twitch, like with decent viewers. Like it's like.
Oh, they're also European ones too, yo. Remember that shit too. Like they're most of the Europeans that are like. And I think the last one I saw was like Germany. Germany was like last week, yo.
Like
so keep that in mind.
Wizards somehow keeps getting new people to play Magic every year, and I don't fucking know
countries.
why. I just don't
new
know why.
Countries, dog. They got like Sri
Wizards
Lanka
does not
playing,
show
dude.
to give a shit about their consumers at all, and somehow more people just play Magic every year.
Hey,
right.
I'm not saying much about that, but yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this: I will never fucking play Magic.
I understand. It's too much reading involved.
You'd be smart to do that.
What do you mean? It's too much reading? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying too much reading
I don't
involved.
know,
What part didn't you understand?
I'm looking at your illiterate-looking face on your fucking icon.
First of all,
don't look like you can read. Don't look like you can read. Weren't you a cop?
Don't
You motherfuckers can't read.
Hey, first of all,
you have the right to things, and you can also remain. Well, you're not can't remain.
I don't get it. Why do you want me to read what have a nice?
Yo, look at you! Look at Truf's Skype picture. They're like the guy's staring off in the distance, and he's just
you didn't know. You didn't know.
I just don't understand what the.
Nah, you don't know what happened. Now. Like they gave me the Elder Scrolls Online beta joint, right? And so I was like, yo, I should do something stupid. So I was looking, I was like, yo, this orc look like motherfucking Danny Trejo. And I shit you not, you can make every Danny Trejo face with this fucking orc. So I was like, yo, I'm going to do orc Danny Trejo, and I'm going to send that shit to Danny Trejo. See what happens.
That's a cool story.
So like, no, a week later, it was like that shit was cool. I was like, oh, that's what's up.
So,
So nigga, that's Orc Daddy Trejo, bitch.
when you're playing Magic, because, you know, somebody just mentioned it, Pariah Heart, when you play Magic, are you allowed to smoke weed during the match?
No,
Oh, you're not.
no, you did that, dude.
Of course not.
No.
What about drinking?
No.
What about drinking alcohol?
No.
During a
You
match?
do all that
You can't
before
get
the
lit
match
up.
starts, man.
Yeah, you can't get lit up.
What do you think people
during
do
a
in
match,
between
man.
rounds? Like every time, like you. Think
I thought they usually go to the bathroom and circle jerk
Cry
each
like a
other
bitch.
off.
They cry like a bitch, and then go. They cry like a bitch and sell their deck online.
You know what? I'll give Magic one thing that's like I still haven't seen done with esports really too much. Right? Well, I guess MLG did it once, but Magic long time ago had a pay-per-view event on like cable TV for a tournament. Like we
They were on ESPN too,
What
though.
the fuck are you? They didn't have no pay-per-view event.
There was
They had ESPN too.
No, yeah, they put a few events on ESPN, and ESPN was like, well, fuck this.
They're
Yeah,
like,
no,
nobody's
they
gonna pay for
actually
that shit.
had a legit pay-per-view event.
I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, I don't remember that shit.
I know this. If ESPN put Magic on there, then
It's true,
the
they did it on
CEO,
YouTube.
the
They
CEO of the company's kid, said, "Daddy, I want to go to a Magic party," and we wound up going there
Nah, yo.
because there
They
ain't no
actually-
motherfucking way
they
in the
actually
world.
shot it to him.
That's a-
No, they did.
They really did it, yo. They
They-
shot it.
they
to
were very
ESPN
happy with
and
it.
shit, yo. They was like, yo, no other cable company was trying to pick these motherfuckers up. So they was like, yo, ESPN.
Like you don't understand. Magic has a movie coming out too. A legit Lord
Everything
of the Rings
is happening.
Do you know?
Everything's
I
happening.
left when I left Acclaim. We were
Yeah.
actually working on Magic: The Gathering arcade cabinet that got
Remember that,
discontinued and it never came out.
I am incredibly glad that never ever happened.
It was pretty assy. It was like typical Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, get back to fighting games. For future reference, Truf, the next time that Yipes is on this show and I'm on at the same time, I'll ask him some real fucking raw dog questions.
Yeah, man, you got like really. Is it your period?
Never get lamed
No,
out. by
I
people
didn't
trying
want to
to
be
bullshit your
fucking mean
question.
to them.
You don't have to
I
be.
didn't-
You don't have to be mean, but you know, fucking
It
get
ain't about
the
being
raw
mean.
answers,
I mean,
man.
it's-
If you want to
There's,
give
a,
people
there's a way to
answers,
ask the question.
yeah, if you want people to know, I mean, if you as a journalist want to get down to the nitty gritty, then you gotta be then you shouldn't be afraid to get your hands bloody every once in a while.
Yep.
Yes, they gonna fucking smile on your face because all they're gonna do is give you bullshit answers. Then as soon as they get off, they're gonna start laughing at your ass, guaranteed, yo. But if you give them a reason, like I'm gonna tell you flat out, neither one of those motherfuckers is gonna give me a straight answer ever because I always hit them where it hurts. You know why? Because people don't want to hear the bullshit. I want to know, hey, Yipes, that's cool. You're going to stream. It's a good thing 2 months ago you asked for all that fucking money, and now 2 months later you streaming, and just some bullshit COD? Nigga, that wasn't worth the money that you asked for. Point blank. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'll never get a straight answer for that shit, even though I know otherwise. Hell, I told James that shit. And still nobody wanted to touch it, yo. But those are the kind of issues that I think are fucking rough because there's so many cats on Twitch now doing the same thing. Niggas is panhandling en masse, and they all from the FGC.
Guys, I'm in this chair permanently. Give me money. That
Yup,
motherfucker,
pretty much.
that wheelchair dude,
I
I
mean,
was
hey,
like,
I'm not
damn.
that nice. I've been yelling at fucking Arturo for not knowing what fucking
Donate to
Evolution
Jane.
been for the past like X amount of months, and he hasn't come on the show to yell at
Then
me.
that was your fault for even doing it in the first place.
What do you mean? wait, what do you mean my fault? Like
Because you already knew that he was going to just sit there and bullshit you, so I don't know why you persisted past the first day.
I never asked him anything. I just kept on. I just felt like, you know what? I'm gonna keep making fun of him until he comes back on the show. He never came back on.
All right, if you guys
did.
want to continue this conversation, I gotta wrap this shit up.
No.
Yes.
No.
For
Yes.
future fucking reference, I hope Arturo does come back on the show,
I'll
so
get
I
Arturo
can
on, man.
actually read to him the definition of collusion.
You better you better light your fireplace too, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, I know. I gotta fucking like my fire.
That shit gotta be like Masterpiece Theater.
Yeah, I thought you were in a different place all of a sudden. Then I just thought that place was on.
We got a level of class to uphold here at the On Blast show.
Which by the way, if you see back here in the corner, in the
Yeah.
corner, all the way in the corner there's all headsets and controls and shit. I ain't fucking sent them out yet.
You got sent free headsets and shit? Damn, bro.
Oh, you mean
Chris G
the
gave
Chris
them away.
G stuff?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to send them out yet. So anybody that I'm supposed to send them to, get in line. Wait, when I can get to a fucking post office, I can send them out.
I'm still waiting, but I don't mind because Ultra's not out yet, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh, what did you get? The Wii controller or some shit?
No, I got the fucking arcade stick, fucking Wii controller.
You got the arcade stick.
Give you an iPad cover?
I did not get an iPad cover, please.
Actually, I wound up, Jamie at Winter Brawl, I brought them all to her. See, if you come to an event that I'm at, then you actually get your shit quicker.
You want to donate some money to me so I can?
All right, what do you want to go to, Evo?
Hell fucking no, I don't want to go to that hot-ass desert.
It's cold inside the city.
It's only hot if you get left. Like, it's only hot if you get left, man. You alright?
It's only hot if you're outside.
You know what I mean?
It's not like
it's
not like they set up the casuals in a fucking desert.
Nah, I don't want to go fucking.
Like Mortal Kombat and shit. You will fight 12 noon in the sun. That'd be some shit, yo. It'd be like Mortal Kombat, yo. You're like, you don't play a Street Fighter match
not for
at
nothing.
high noon in the desert.
I really, really want to see Evo 1 year be an outside tournament, just for shits and giggles.
That should be hilarious.
You'll be by yourself then. I'm not going out there.
That would be the best shit.
That ass.
Nah, come on, man, that'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yo, ask Justin about how he
Morgan.
felt about those events out in when he went to Japan.
Yeah, when he went to SPO, he
outside
fucking
events?
hated it.
Yeah,
He said
he's
he
like, yo,
never-
this shit again.
He said he never wanted to go back after that last time because it was so fucking
He
hot
was
outside.
like, yo, I'm too fat for this temperature. We gotta have it indoors. I'm too fat for this temperature. I know I'm
But
Asian, but come on,
like,
man. Come
did
on.
you
come
see
on.
the guy that
Nice.
he faced too? The guy that he faced was like twice the size of Justin, and he was like sweating fucking balls, and then Justin beats him in like 2 minutes. It's
All
fucking
right, see,
If
hilarious.
I was
Alright.
Justin, I would have made him suffer. I would have made it go the distance for everyone. The motherfucker just be walking up to me. Please, just hit me. Be like, nope. I'm not doing
Nigga
nothing.
Justin would have had a fatality. Niggas like heat stroke fatality.
I would've
99, it would have went down there 1 second every fucking round. I would have drawn. I would have figured out. I would have been like, yo, he hit me with a fireball. Here's a fireball. Run away all match.
I
Hell
would have suggested we play MVC2, and I would have just played the lamest fucking team I can think of.
Hell nah, yo. You do just like you do just like what James said. You let that big motherfucker like pass out with a heat stroke. Then you do like that dude from Bloodsport. You just grab his motherfucking like wallet and be like, I will kill you like I killed your friend. They'd be like, oh shit, this nigga real. And every match like that would be a straight default. Be like, yo, I don't want to play. I'm good.
Justin
get-
with a body motherfucker so fast. They was like, nah, I'm just going home, man. I'm just going home. No, but
Seriously,
but you qualified. You're top 3. No.
I'm
I didn't want to qualify.
You know, wait a minute. Speaking of fucking like hot ass deserts, didn't Triforce say he almost dehydrated at Evo 1 year?
Yeah, I think he did say
Yeah.
that.
I
That's because
remember
he
him,
didn't eat for a week. That's a big
Yeah.
difference. Like,
He's
I
that's
remember-
just
almost
fucking
died.
hungry.
like it was
Evo.
like I remember him talking on Li Joe's show, and it was like the funniest fucking thing. Like he's going off, and he's like, "And you think I want to spend time in that fucking hot ass desert?" I can't do a fucking
He was like,
Jamaican accent.
he was like, hello, Joe. It was so hot, and I was dehydrated.
He was
They
like,
were
"Oh
looking
my!"
at-
He was like, "Oh, I can't wait to go off."
It was very hot,
This is
though.
gonna be like the best
bad.
fucking show ever. I can't wait to go in. And he's like, "You fucking Jabali can suck a dick. I don't fucking give a shit about him. I don't give
Yo.
a shit about Evo. I don't want to go to Evo. Blah blah blah."
Yo,
It's
what
fucking
was
thing.
what? How was the VXG wasn't that indoors though?
Yes.
That was indoors, right? Everything was indoors, right?
Everything was
Yeah,
pleasant.
it was
Oh,
indoors.
okay.
Everything was pleasant for me.
I
Oh,
would have
okay.
loved to. I mean, if Jessica
Okay,
was
I'll
Nigeria could have just went at one time, like you know.
Then again, I
With
wasn't,
your thirsty
I wasn't owed anything. Anyway,
Hey,
guys, seriously, I gotta get going, man.
All
Wrap
right,
this
niggas,
shit
go
up.
to
It's
work.
4:20. So
Thirsty
say
ass
your goodbyes.
That's 420.
We'll start with you, Mike.
Is it really? Yeah. All right. Well, shout outs to James, of course. Shout outs to Dan, ESG, and TV. Shout outs to all the people that are on here. Shout outs to all the monsters that are watching us as usual. I'll definitely, give some shout outs to ESG and TV podcast on next Monday. And shout outs to Yipes and PR Rock for coming on. And Yipes, if you are listening to this, get ready because I will be asking you some more hard questions next time I fucking talk to you. No, I'm doing it for truth, man. That's what I'm doing.
You
it
hear that, you sweaty bastard? Boy, Schism say, bring it on, nigga.
And shout outs to Arturo Sanchez for the word collusion. If it wasn't for you, that word would never have been fucking famous at all. But also, please, if any of you are in the New York area, come visit Next Level. If not for the love of the game, just do it for Henry, so we can keep that place alive,
real,
please. Man. And all right, James, I'll see you next week. Everybody, I'll see you next week. Later, everybody.
All right, brother. Mr. L, you there?
All right, man. Yeah, I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
Okay.
Well, of course. Wait, hold on. Oh. Yeah, I'm still here.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Nigga said, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah. No,
I'm still here.
there you go.
Wait, L, you there?
No, because that's my. that was my head. My head.
You gotta do it.
Trying to make sure.
You gotta do it. Jimmy, shh, you're not listening to me. They're watching me.
Yo.
No, but of course, James, thanks for having me, as usual. Good to clown and come on here and talk real talk or whatever. Of course, shout out to the entire Corn fam, Adonis, Caps, all of them. It's too many of us. I'm definitely gonna support the ESGN concept because I think that'd be a pretty good concept for the FGC. It's just gonna take everybody getting behind it and supporting it and really trying to make it into basically help them form what we want at the end of the day. And we all just got to get behind that and support that. Of course, if anybody's going to final round, I will see you there next week. And good games. That's all I gotta say.
All right, brother. I wish I would come in the final round, man. Shit, fucking just got fucked up with work.
What?
Oh man,
Yeah, I can't go.
Damn. I was gonna buy you a drink, James.
All right, I'm getting in now. Fuck that free drink.
Oh man, Sim.
You know what? Things might change. It just pisses me off because I bought the ticket.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but my
Are you
job.
serious,
Yeah,
man?
my job's dicking me over.
That's cool. I'll take your ticket, dog.
I ain't giving that away.
These niggas can't handle my midriff anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Midriff.
Yeah, but
Just can't handle
I'll
my-
let you guys later, though.
Goodbye, Lenell.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Truf.
All right, everybody.
Don't drink hot dog water.
Your saber-tooth fucking snaggletooth
Don't-
fucking pick.
Nigga, no, so you, man. Hey, calm the fuck down, man. It's Danny Trejo, man. Don't be doing that shit, John.
Don't look like him.
Danny Trejo. Shit, you say. I got the pictures to prove it, motherfucker. What? Either way, man. Yeah, support that shit, man. For us, yeah. We'll talk. Support ESGN. They not giving me no shirts or headsets and shit to say it. So
Exactly.
just seriously, this dude told you straight up, man. His shit about to go under. Like this nigga about to lose his job, and that's real talk. Like I don't understand how people can't understand that. This shit's business. So help that businessman out. If y'all can sit here and talk about dumb shit, shirts and beanies and shit, y'all can support an actual company that's actually there for y'all.
Exactly.
Just saying, man.
Mm-hmm. Well put.
Any other things that's going on, really? I think Trey's got a show on Twitch or some shit. I don't know if that is Trey's shit or not, but Trey Talks is actually pretty cool. So, Joe, check that shit out. I think he's on Facebook. What else? I think that's really it, man. Shit, yeah, I think that's it. It's 3:25. I'm out.
All right, man.
All right, bro. You have a good one.
Win.
Yeah, good shit on the show. Getting a guy from ESGN on tonight. Also, just want to remind everybody that UFG T10 registration is open, so people can start registering for that. I want to see a lot of people in Chicago, being that it's supposed to be the last UFG.
Yes, let me interject with this because my co-host and myself, co-creator and myself, our messages kind of get intertwined, like X. But the point is, if you have a chance to go to this event, again, my issues with certain people in this scene have nothing to do with people supporting events, and the fact that this is going to be the last one is a downer. I'm hoping that he brings something else up. He does bring a variety. While I may not have been crazy about time slots or stuff, the fact of the matter is he does support the FGC. So if you got an opportunity to go, make sure you get out there and go. And I'm going to shut up and let you go back again.
Yeah, so yeah, just I just want to say that registration has opened. If people weren't aware, definitely come out. It's a great time to be in Chicago. It's gonna be nice weather by then. Hopefully, it should be good. And other than that, I just want to say I'm looking forward to seeing more people get into the scene and get into these new systems, as well as go Titan next week. This time, Titanfall is gonna be out, so I'm going to be playing that, not actually on the show. So, all right,
man. And last but not least, our boy over at Put That Back, Mr. Chris. What's up, man? You still with us, huh? You hung it out.
Yes, sir.
I didn't think you were going to make it the distance.
Hey, I'm from New York, man. I'm a trooper, man. I used to go all night and stop playing them games in Playland.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, I forgot. You got that gene in you now.
But nah, just to wrap this up, because everybody put really good points, so I don't want to capitalize on that. I totally agree with a lot of what was said. ESGN is a really solid production, so if it fails in the end, we only have ourselves to blame. This is something that we have to really come together and try to support, because there's a lot of potential there as far as these events, and some of the games are kind of dropped off. You guys already know the deal. Support the scene, support the games you want to see, keep it going. All the selfishness just has to stop. I definitely appreciate all the love that people gave me up at One Umbrella 8, and of course, you guys that will be coming out to final round 17, you will see me there. I'll be doing a couple of interviews, and of course, I'll have that camera for some photos, and there'll be a couple other things lined up. So if you guys want to follow us, I just relaunched another channel at youtube.com/PutThatBackTV. Please follow us there, because I got a lot of good people there. So shout outs to my crew there, Dayasha, A-Train, Brandon Jumper, Will Parker, of course, are writing, and the rest of the guys. And of course, shout outs to you guys that watched and stayed up and watched us. And of course to DarKNaTaS, and to my man, JamessMK.
All right, brother. I will talk to you. Unfortunately, I'm not doing the final round, but shit might change. Who knows? But get out there and get some of those picks going, because you do a phenomenal job.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And Mr. Snaggletooth, I see you hanging on there. I'm dropping you out too.
Catch you on the show next week.
Next week.
All right.
Bye, babe.
Later.
Ay, caramba. All right, guys. Hey, Derptile, I need you to note into your little book there that a lion is Dan over at the ESGN's favorite animal, so I don't want you to ever forget that. Again, guys, I reiterate this tonight. I want to thank PR for coming on, Yipes, all the guests, Dan over at ESGN. Show your support for this. Don't listen to the naysayers that want to down it as far as production and all that. They're trying to work out the kinks. You heard the guy firsthand tonight. The people aren't happy with the numbers. The turnouts are not. This fucking Arcade Ghost. Shout outs to 6-week-old kittens. I love 6-week-old kittens. But all joking aside, guys, it's something that can help this scene grow more. So check out the episodes. Even if you're not a diehard Street Fighter guy, just see it for the personalities that are on there. See if it's going to grow. With that said, guys, I really do got to bounce. So off with the church music.